I brought a wonderful story for you. A story about a very old, mythical, rare, very special bird. Try to listen the whole story and let me know if you like it. Someone once found a little chick, a beautiful, unique, rare bird no one ever seen. So he captured it and gave this bird a name, Homa. The master of the bird was so mesmerized by its beauty, he straight away fell in love and started taking great care of it. And before we go more into our poem, our story, I would like to share more information about our unique, rare, beautiful bird, Homa. So Homa, Huma or phoenix, is a mythical, legendary bird. And there is so many stories, poems, songs, tales in a Sufi, Urdu, Hindi, Punjabi, and a Diwan, and lots of other languages. A unique bird from the heavens, king of the kings. Homa is undying, immortal, and lives forever. It's been said after living for hundreds of years, Homa burned himself in his own fire and rise again from its own ashes. Same youthfulness, excellence, beauty and powers. Homa is neither a male or a female, but have both the qualities. Beautiful, heartwarming, loving, loyal, brave and a mighty bird, Homa. Homa never comes to rest, never touches the ground, and spends entire life in high skies. It breeds in the sky and lays eggs when in the air. The eggs start hatching while falling from the sky. And on reaching the vicinity of the earth, the chick gains consciousness and opens its wings. While still falling from sky, he opens its eyes and wings. While still falling, he flies up in the sky and meets his kinsmen. Homa is a very rare bird, and it's been told in the stories. One sight of this bird, even in the dreams, makes his seer king of the kings. In old times, people used to believe the feather of Homa is very lucky and brings fortune for its bearer. And that is why kings and queens used to have feathers in their crowns. Once Ramakrishna Paramahansa was comparing Homa with Swami Vivekananda, said, some people born with the spiritual inclination, with the faith, such people, instead of facing ups and downs of materialistic, mundane, worldly life, climb up the ladder of spirituality, truthfulness, and become enlightened, become highest authority. And after becoming enlightened, they become like a Homa and help others to reach their highest for realization. Sufi teacher Inayat Ali Khan describes very well in his words, when the person's thoughts so evolve that they break all the limitations, then he becomes king of the kings. Like a lotus flower, king of all the flowers, rise from the dirty, muddy water, but never touches either mud or water. Also for the soul, Atman, or enlightened being, seer of all, witness of everything, but unattached, untouched by the world or its pains and pleasure. Similar for the Homa bird. So let's get back to the story. Someone once found a little chick, a beautiful, unique bird no one ever seen. So he captured it and gave this bird the name Homa. The master of the bird was so mesmerized by its beauty, he straight away fell in love and started taking great care of it. He made a special cage, a gold cage for Homa, and made a beautiful lush green garden around the cage for the enjoyment of the bird, and also so Homa doesn't get bored. Little bird started growing in the cage, and he found all the necessities in the cage. His loving master feed the bird with his own hands. Master look after the bird and just loved Homa so much. Homa started thinking what he knows is the reality. Me and my special golden cage, my beautiful garden, all the surroundings, and my loving and caring master. Wow, what a beautiful, wonderful life I have. Homa is very satisfied with his life. He listens to his master and follow all his advice. He loved his master and never complained against his master. Homa thought this is the life and accepted with all his heart. But with all the comfort of the world, all the food and beauty around him, he felt alone inside, but he didn't know why. The day passed into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. And from a young little chick to beautiful, strong, mighty young Homa. And one day Homa sees a very unusual thing. A mighty bird from the sky fly down and came set beside Homa. Homa first was shocked, as he never seen anything like it before. With a big surprise on his face, he asked the mighty bird, "Who are you? And what you are doing here? How you just fly in the air? And where is your cage? Where is your beautiful master? And which place did you come from?" The mighty bird from sky replied, "I live in the sky, my dear, and I knew flying from the day I born. I am my own master, and I am the King of Kings." Shocked and surprised, Homa, full of ignorance and ego, started laughing at the mighty bird and said, "I don't believe in your story. Get out from here and go where you came from." To explain more about Homa's situation, I want to tell you a story of two frogs. So once with the floods, a frog from the seas fell into the well, where he met another frog from the well. After becoming comfortable with each other, they both started sharing their life stories. And when the frog from the seas told about the size of the seas, the frog from the well started jumping from here to there, figuring out the size of the seas in his little mind. After one leap, after another leap, he asking, is your sea is this big or bigger? A similar situation with the Homa. The frog from the seas just said, I can't describe the size until you see with your own eyes or experience on your own. The mighty bird kept his patience and calm, said to Homa very sweetly, come close, my dear, I want to give you a secret. And one day you might believe me, then you should try this trick for your best. You and me both are same, and this is the truth I know. And this is what I learned from my ancestors. And if you can listen a bit more, I would love to share the wisdom with you. Both talked after a little while. And in that discussion, old bird revealed secrets. After sharing what he knew, he opened his wings and eloped in the sky. Now, Homa started thinking and processing it all. Forget all the comfort and qualities. Mighty bird from the sky completely changed Homa's thinking. From that day, Homa forget about eating and drinking. Stress and anxiety shaded Homa. He started thinking deep and didn't care of any leisures he had. First time in his life, Homa didn't like his cage. He became detached from all the pleasures and stopped eating and drinking. And one day he sees his master coming. He shakes his head and started panting and fluttering. He rolled his neck and stuck his tongue out and started acting like he is dead. In a rush, master thought something might serious happen to Homa, got him out of the cage and put him on the ground. On the ground, Homa panted again, breathed heavily and started fluttering his wings. The first time his wings opened completely, and he put all his effort into moving his wings. And in a blink of eye, Homa touched the sky, reached the heavens. In the sky, he met his kinsmen. Homa found true happiness and peace. Homa's master felt sorry losing Homa, but Homa never returned back. Another story of the two crystals about a meeting with the kinsmen. Once a few salt crystal beside the sea was arguing, debating about the taste of sea water. when one says, it's salty, other group says, no, it's sweet. And then other group says, no, it's sour. Or other says, it's tasteless. Everyone was fighting and trying to prove their point through talking louder and louder, but no one coming to a conclusion. One little brave crystal said, I'll go and check the taste and come back and let you know what water really tastes like. Everyone agrees and they send that little crystal to the sea. The moment that little salt crystal touched the water, didn't even get to taste the water, melt in the water and become sea, and never came back. It's been said, those scared salt crystal still trying to prove their point by arguing, debating, fighting with each other, but the little brave crystal achieved its highest and never came back. Sharing this story, I just played my little part. And through this talk, I'm giving you a secret. If you like, you should try. Think who is in cage. Who are you? What business you have here in this world? Try to find yourself. And once you found yourself, go and meet your people you belongs to. The cage is the body and Homa is the Atman, soul, consciousness. The cage is this body, that beautiful cage, that golden cage. And the Homa is Atman, soul, spirit, consciousness, whatever you want to say. And the master is this illusionary world who put cover of ignorance like the garden for Homa, the beautiful garden. After fulfilling all your desires, he keeping you in a cage. Because you're born in a cage, don't think you die in this cage. I told you the truth, I know. From now, you know what to do with this truth. After freeing yourself and flying free in the heavens, do one thing. Live like a victorious king and show others the same path. Now before we finish, I want to talk a little more what these two birds was sharing, and Homa had few concerns. So when both birds was discussing, Homa had some concerns, questioned, fear like, I am not sure if I can fly or not. Where to go afterwards? Or what to do? What if this didn't work? I never fly before. I am not the right person. Who's going to feed me? Where I'm going to live? Who's going to tell me what to do? What if I tried and not succeed? How about take some food with me? And I really love my cage. Can't I take my cage with me? I can't get through this stress and anxiety. I'm afraid. Pains and problems is the real life. Just have to accept it. That inner loneliness, the inner loneliness, I always feel is normal. I have to bear it, I think. So this is all question comes in everyone's head. A little advice from the mighty bird I'm going to give you. The mighty bird just said one thing. Just believe. Open your wings for once and you will know the truth. You are the King of Kings. Have faith and courage. Go ahead and know thyself. You are Atman, undying, undefeated, victorious, fearless, forever living. You are everything. You are everywhere. Know yourself. You are the Homa.